I greet you, my friends, on this, what is called on the Christian calendar, Gloria Saturday. It is the day after Good Friday, where we celebrate Jesus being placed in the tomb after his crucifixion. And it is the day of anticipation of Christ's resurrection. It brings to mind what brought me to Swissvale. I came to Union at a time when some of you were at your lowest, and at a time when the congregation was in deep distress. And I think that it is fair to say that from comments I heard in the recent past and in meetings today, there are some folks who feel like the church has progressed through a resurrection during these last 2 years. And it shouldn't surprise us, because we stayed at the table. One of the basic Christian virtues is that we learn how to endure. We don't run away when things get tough and when times become difficult. So the writer to the Hebrews in chapter 12, after he or she sets the picture of us running a race, tells us that, suggests that it's a long race, suggests that it's a hard race, and that in order to finish that race, if not win it, because the race is not for the swift, but for the faithful, in order to finish that race, we have to be disciplined, we have to endure. I think I told you sometime in the past what the meaning of endure is. It's a composite of two Greek words, hupo for under and mone for remain. So hupo mone, I remain under. You remained. There were some that left at different times in the last 20 to 30 years of this church's ministry. They presumably did not leave because they left the city. They left for a variety of reasons while you stayed. And you stayed through some tough times. I'd like to think that the Lord has brought you through a resurrection myself. I agree. I see joy in people's faces. I hear expressions of relief and happiness. And testimonies of progress. So it is fortuitous that it's on Easter weekend that I bring you these greetings, and it is sad that I leave you on a weekend like this, but it reminds us that 40 days after his resurrection, Jesus was gone from the earth in the flesh, but he promised that he would stay with us, that he would never forsake us, and to the end of the age he would be with us. I am just a regular servant. Pastors come and go, especially interims. And there are some who say that that all pastors are interim pastors to some degree. But my departure certainly is not the end of your ministry. It signals the beginning of the next phase. So I encourage you and urge you to stay at the table, to stay with your feet firmly planted on the ground, to hold fast to the faith that you have in Jesus Christ, to rise again, to mourn any death that has happened, but to watch and wait for the resurrection. And I affirm with others that you are at a point of resurrection. Stand firm, rise up, take in your hands the gifts that God has given you, the new lease on life God has given you, the strategic plan that you have developed together, the behavioral covenant that you have agreed to together, the new council of ministries that enables you to think of ministry, the reorganizing of your mission statement to glorify God, to heal lives, and to inspire hope. All of these are things that are not really new, but came out of your history, of which you have been a part. So rejoice and dig deep and hold fast to the faith that has been given you. And remember, it is he who endures to the end who shall be saved. I will be far away from you, but not so far away that we don't hope that we will see one another again. And I will be praying for you. Let me make this offer to you that by the time you see this, you will have heard it on Easter Sunday. I do want to make the offer to you, any of you who feel you have some unfinished business in terms of counsel or in terms of advice. Feel free to write me an email or make a phone call to me between now and, let's say, until the end of May, so that I'll make myself available to give you some reflection on any issues that you might have felt you ran out of time to run by me, so that I could help you bring some closure to any issues you're thinking of. God bless you. We love you. Vivian shares with me warm greetings to you, and much love and much hope that your best days are ahead of you. Go get it. Bless you.